The attachment theory is a strong emotional and physical attachment to at least one primary caregiver. It is a critical personal development. The parent has to make sure that there is crucial time in developing the child's life. But that was only one of the reasons, or one of the theories that the attachment theory had. Another one was adult relationships. Sorry about that. And with that, you had to have certain types of conversations with your significant other to make sure that y'all were on the same level of y'all's relationship. But the first one is with the child's care. So when you're younger, you look up to your parents. It doesn't matter if they're your mom or your dad or your nanny, whatever your situation may be. It could be your grandparents, maybe a sibling. But anyways, so with that, with the psychologist Brawley, he believed that the mother was the most important parent or guardian in the child's life. Because first, they have the child, so they have that bond in general. Secondly, a mother normally has the best relationship with the child. I don't know what it is, but it just happens that way. After reading the information that I found, a lot of the things were all the same with the different websites, but one of the quotes that I liked was, it said, specifically, it shaped his belief about the link between early infanthood, separation with the mother, and later adjustments, and that led Brawley to formulate his attachment theory, which is very big for him and very big for everybody, because it showed that children attach to, a lot of them just attach to one person. When you have a child that attaches to more than one, is very rare. But one of the children, most likely, they may not tell you, but most likely they attach more to the mother. Or they could attach to the father, it just depends. Most of them only attach to one parent or guardian. And with that, they want to know that they are cared for and they have somebody on their they have somebody by their side through anything. And through anything that they go through, like if they would go through, when they go through, a lot of people go through bullying. So they would want to come home and make sure that their parent or their guardian, the one that they want to talk to the most, will be there right there for them and help them, guide them through all of that. A lot of kids go through a bunch of different things, and most children don't have that specific bond with their parents, that they don't trust them or that they can't talk to them, and it hurts them a lot. Like when I was living with my parents, it was very hard to talk to them about anything. So it was very difficult for me to open up basically to anybody. So I know from experience that it's very difficult when you start at a young age, not having that specific bond with with anybody really, and them expecting you to just throw it at them and wanting you to talk to them. It doesn't happen that way. You have to start from childhood. If you have a bad childhood, or if something tragic happens, and it just doesn't, it's not that easy to fix. That's the best way to put it. So if you have a child or this happened to you, just make sure that you try to fix it, because it's real rough. But anyways, so with the second theory, it's still attachment theory, but the second two other psychologists, I hope I'm saying this right, would be Schaefer and, give me 1 second, Hazen. I'm not for sure if I'm saying this right, but I may be saying it right. If I'm not, please correct me. With that being said, with them two, they believed that it wasn't just childhood. They believed that it became into adulthood, which makes a lot of sense, because not everything affects you when you're a child. You grow out of things, you grow into a different person, and it doesn't always stay with you. Some things do. It just depends on how dramatic or tragic it was when you were younger, but most of the time it doesn't stay with you. You can grow out of it, but with this attachment theory, it's between a person and their significant other. So when you're with somebody, it's very different to not like the same things, but you have to have those serious talks. And with those serious talks, you begin to know more about your person and become more attached to them, give or take. Some people don't, some people do. It just depends on how you like things. And the quote that I found that was the best was, it was all the different things that they go through. So it would be, they would both want each other to feel safe nearby and have positive reinforcements towards them. Both engage intimately, have bodily contact. Both feel secure and accessible. Both share discoveries in one another and with just themselves. Both of them engage in baby talk. So baby talk is a huge thing that I found in this, or at least I find in general, because some people don't want kids and some people do, and a lot of people, that's a big negative. Like, when you talk, say you're with somebody and you really, really like them and you're starting to fall in love. If you don't have that talk before that, then it's going to hurt you in the end, because most people want kids, and if that person that you're with doesn't want kids, most of the time you're not going to be with them anymore. So it's very good to have these conversations very early on and make sure that y'all's attachment is 100% sure, and that you're not going to be hurt in the end. And so, thank you for listening. If you have any questions or would like to know more, just contact me through the email. Thank you.